21st century, and the inhabitants of a mostly humanoid populated planet have reached an incline. The myths, prophecies, and modern-day sciences that had led billions of them on Earth to believe that great changes would take place within this galaxy would surely come to pass, and that those changes will be seen during and after the Great Galactic Alignment's tenure to be held by the masses. But as time passed without visible assurances of things to come, the human populace had become more complacent, disappointed in their perceived outcomes, many of them believing that it would be Armageddon or the so-called inner days. For many others, a believed savior or alien force would come to whisk them off to paradise. And then there were humanoids believing that ascension were only for people of the lights, and even those 99%ers that seek escape from the allowed misery of inequities of the world. Those people, they believed that their miseries were the creation of their people-appointed so-called 1%ers, unwilling to take responsibility for the power that they have bestowed and relinquished over their lives to them. They had hoped that the 1%ers would lose their ever-intrusive hold over their submissive lives, or at the very least, come to see the error in their ways, not grasping that the 1%ers' thoughts on the matter were, why would we return power to such a Neanderthalistic, spiritually impotent bunch of cowardly beggars? Why indeed? As of recent, I've witnessed the human shell complacency beginning to crack, allowing for the awakening within and releasing of their internal powers. There are those humans well aware of their internal powers who have chosen to conflict with others alike, consuming all energy conquered during an encounter. Some humans may choose seemingly at times a less merciful route by allowing their dominating challenges a choice to keep their enriched internal powers by becoming one of their submissives. There are also those who use internal powers that have yet to reach the peak of automation, remaining dormant to prompt in times of need or situations of grave consequences. We spectators have watched countless civilizations evolve and endure during these indifferences or succumb to them, destroying themselves and everything in their way. Those who have evolved from their controlled forms and choose to continue on their individual journeys or join the continuum. As a spectator of the planet Earth, it is my duty to uphold the balance of free will and allow any composed sentient being dwelling within its gravity's passage to experience life as they see fit, even at the expense of others. I've watched this planet and its inhabitants grow into a species ready to leap into the next phase of evolution, breaking free from the shackles of their three-dimensional realms. But as recent, I felt a shift. I believe it's one of our own, assisting humans in awakening within them an overwhelming amount of internal powers before their time, amassing varying amounts of masculine energy. We call those who interfere with free will spectre. And now the masculine energies are flowing unchecked, dominating the feminine energies due to the acts of the overindulgent actions of the many. This imbalance is unnatural and should be contained before the planet and all who inhabit her succumb to the thirst which will eventually put in motion the age of death gold, when millions upon millions combat in vampiric frenzy, draining to oblivion each other's eternal powers, forever caging the consciousness in its three-dimensional realm. Today I watch the 6 of my charges make a decision that will undoubtedly lead them each to one another's footsteps. Some encounters with dire consequences. Some will enhance themselves, and others will take part of the cause and effect of Zerdeath Gold. I can clearly see that in their chosen paths awaits a shadow of doom, sparking a perpetual path to the age of Zerdeath Gold, and the true beginning of the end of humankind on this planet. Why don't these beings open their eyes and see this? It is my duty, my damn duty, to uphold a balance upon free will, stopping anything and anyone who interferes with this law. I find myself caring too much for the humans, concerning myself with their matters. I had hoped that more would join us in the continuum. I find the consciousness refreshing. I'm not sure how, but maybe I've been infected with their primal human emotions. If I continue doing my duty as a spectator, some of my 60 charges will be responsible for the coming of Zerdeath Gold to what I believe to be through influence by outside forces beyond their knowledge. But if I intervene with any of their free will, I, myself, may become spectre.